Good morning, everyone. It is July the 5th. I hope everybody's recovered from the holidays. Today, you're going to need a band for your arms, a band for your legs, a pair of weights, a body towel, your yoga block. All right. So, band for arms, band for legs, body towel, pair of weights, and your yoga block. All right. That seems like a lot of stuff, but some things we use more than once. And then, of course, I want you to check your surrounding area. Make sure you're aware of what is on the floor and where that is, because we don't want anybody tripping on the stuff that you should be aware of. Okay, we're going to start up with a warm up and a stretch. So let me get the cursor over to where it needs to be. And we're going to get going this morning. All right, let's start by rolling your shoulders. And then go ahead and pick your elbows up as you're rolling. Pick them up higher and higher. Now, easy as you're going back into the shoulders here. You have to let your arms kind of just flow out and back. And as you do that, you're going to feel it up in here in your abs. And now let's go big. And one more. And now let's reverse that movement. And when you come forward, I want you to bring those arms in front of you and pull those shoulder blades apart. So you're tucking your shoulders toward each other. Good. And one more. All right. Give your hands a good shake out and flick anything out of here that you need to. Let's go ahead and start with some heel lifts. And I want you to do wide stance. So you're coming up on one leg and balancing if you need to. Flex it enough that you can feel it in your cheeks in the back. And let's do two more. And straight up knees here. Straight up. Straight up. Now, let's do knees across with our counter turn. So you're going to be doing like this and like this. So give yourself that beat and that turn through here. Nice. You want to gently wake up your spine today. We got our shoulders in motion already. Let's add the rest of it. Hips, legs, good. And shake it down. Let's just roll back into our hip hinge for just a moment. Find your hamstrings. Let's breathe through that. And roll it up. Okay, so what I want you to do now, get your body towel and your yoga block. Take measure of your space. Put your body towel down somewhere. Put your yoga block down somewhere. Pick up your weights. And you're going to march around your space. You're going to step over your yoga block, step over your body towel. You can go sideways. Just go anywhere you want to go. But we've now added some impediments. Did you have to step over? You can do whatever you want to. You can just carry your weights. You don't have to bicep curl or anything. Make sure you're doing some reverses. If you want to do anything, you can. I'm going to do some twists. Reverse it. Come this way. Some side steps maybe. Do a couple of those, and I'm going to side step over here. And do a couple here. Okay, so we're just carrying the weights as if we were carrying our groceries into the house. And you have to step on a curb or step up onto a step over a dog or a small child. Maybe go around something. That's what we're doing. So you can carry a heavier set of weights, lighter set of weights. What do you have? And just keep moving the whole time. If you start slowing down, I want you to speed yourself back up. To be aware of where everything is. Because the goal here is to have that almost 3 minutes of some just good moving motion. Go around things, Make sure you're taking some side steps, some forwardsies, backwardsies, turns. Good. Got about 20 seconds left on our movement here. All right, you guys, looking good. Three, two, and one. All right. You can set your yoga block completely out of the way. We won't need that anymore. And pick up your body towel and put it back over here with your other stuff because we will use it again. All right. We're going to do standing abs. So bring your hands into the low W. And we're going to just take a knee out to the side. So we're going to shift and lift. So you want to open the hip. Okay. If you're feeling this Rice Krispies, be careful. So you shift it and then you lift it. So you want to make sure you're turning that leg out. Good. All right, feet down for just a second. We're going to do 4, but we're going to hold that knee for 1 count before we put it down, okay? So here we go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when you're doing some exercise like this, add that little beat of hold. So you're working not only on your mobility and your flexibility, but your stability. Okay. All right, hands down, shake them out for just a moment. Let's do some crisscross. So we're returning the spine and lifting the knee. And again, bring it up and hold. Hold it. So it's not about speeding through here. It's about using your abs to hold yourself steady. Your leg is helping you. It's holding the weight. But the lift and the hold, that's all your core working for you there. Good. Good. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake those hands down. Shake those legs out. We're going to go into a hip hinge warm-up. So go to whatever stance you prefer. Roll your hips back. Tug your belly button forward. Again, we're just going to find the hamstrings. Head and neck at neutral. I'm going to crane up so I can watch you guys, but you don't have to watch me. I'm not doing anything entertaining. We're just going to let those hamstrings stretch. And as they stretch out, you can take a little breath and then kind of sit into them a little bit more to get more of the stretch. We're just going to take the time right here for our hammies. We are doing a lot of hip hinge today. A lot of leg work. All right, you guys, another little breath here. Sit into it a little bit more, trying to focus on those hamstrings. If you want to take your hands and just kind of go back behind your leg and give that a little massage there. Feel those tight bands. That's what we're stretching out. Take another breath up. Shake your legs out. All right, so leg band on. You're either going to put it at below knee or at thighs. We are going to be doing hip hinge. So choose what level you want that to be at. For me, I'm going to do mine at calf level, the high side of my calf. All right. Once you get it done, make sure you've got the band distributed evenly. You'll know when you step because one side will feel tighter than the other, so you'll need to fix that. Go into your stance. When you roll back, your knees need to stay as wide as your ankles. So there's going to be that resistance. We're going to come halfway up. Your knees are going to shift. We're going to go back down again. Keep your lumbar in good position. Always tuck towards your thighs. Nice and slow. Good. With these slower ones, because we've already really kind of stretched out our hamstrings, now you're going to start feeling it, the base of your glutes, where your hammies and your glutes kind of overlap in there, the bottom of the cheeks there we're talking about. Good. Let's do 2 more. Come all the way up. So from this position, we're going to come halfway in. We're going to step out, squat, and come back to this closed position. So start in this position where the band is at resistance, and we're going to step out and squat. So you're going to step out and come back to parallel. Step out, come back to parallel. So focus on the cheek that's on the outside. You're pushing your weight into the outside cheek. So you're taking your body over to the outside, not in the center. All right, let's pick up our body towel with this next set. So we're doing the same thing. As you go to that one side, you're going to swing that towel that way. So you're going to go here and here. So you're pressing into that outside leg. Doing a little twist up. Little twist up. Up. Nice. Excellent. Now let's add a turn instead. So you're going to reach behind you. 2 more. Here and here. Put this guy down and pick up your weights. Again, this next set of movement, you're just holding your weights. Whew. We're going to start by doing the grapevine and the K-step. So, grapevine, you're going to go to your right. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, touch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, touch. 1, 2, 3. And of course, you've got a band on there, so you can't take a big step. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it might crawl down your legs. Just like this. And when that does, you stop. All right, y'all keep going right quick. I'm gonna take mine to above thighs. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, touch. 1, 2, 3, touch. 1, 2, 3, touch. There you go. Let's do one more pass and end it back over here. Now shake it out. We're going to do the K. We're going to walk up the arm of the K and back of the arm and back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. These are lateral diagonal movements. Good. Come here. If you don't have it above your knees, do that right now. Because that's where we're going to have it for the next thing. And we're just going to march it out. Go ahead and put your weights down and pick up your armband. Whew. This part is probably saying things to you. All right. Get this little jewel on your arms, anywhere between your elbow and your wrist. Now, when you step out, you take your elbow the same length. Here and return. Here and return. So this is our basic home move, okay? Taking a side step, and you're taking your arm with. The other arm stays perfectly still. You want to keep it low and tight in front of you. Okay, good. One more pass. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to step forward in diagonal and take the arm that way. And if you don't have an armband, just switch to a set of weights and keep them steady and just move them in this same gentle movement. Ready? So we're going to step here and push the arm forward. You're taking the elbow forward, like you're giving somebody the back of your fist. Okay? But don't clinch. Make sure it's an open C. Good. Feels a little different in your shoulders, doesn't it? Because you're pushing out at the stronger point of the joint. Good. Two more. This one. And this one. Now, side to side and then diagonals. Ready? Here. Here. And now our diagonals. One more set of that pattern. And then we'll change it up for a smidge of brain training, yeah? Okay. Step with your left, move your right arm. Step with your right, move your left arm. Step with your left foot, move your right arm. And now the opposite. Excellent. Take this down. Roll those shoulders, y'all. Roll them. Okay. And you can take the band down to ankles at this point. All right. So if you have a band, what you're going to do is we're going to do an ankle lunge, and you're going to have a hip brace pull. So you're going to lunge backwards, have the band braced at your ankle, and do essentially a pullback. Now, if you don't have a band, then you just simply do a little kickback with your weight. So you'll step back here, and you're going to go here, and we're just going to stay on the same side for 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, switch it to this side. And I'm stepping a little diagonally on my lunge as well. 1, 2, I still had my arms in the wrong position. 3, it was very awkward. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, come back to the middle. We're going to hold it right here. So band or no band, you can simply switch it from one side to the other. And we're going to push here and then push here. So basically just plant a thumb on your belly button and then switch to the other side. If you don't have a band, you use your weights and you just do a gentle kickback or a long arm press. What's going to be working for you today? And don't step directly back. Step out in that little bit of an angle. One more pass, because you know it's coming, right? All right. You step back with one leg, you push the other arm back. So you're going to go here. So now it's going to be left and right, or right and left. You're doing opposites. Good. So whatever foot goes back, opposite arm goes back. And if that pattern's not working for you, that is okay. Keep it low. All right. Hold on to this. We're going to still use it. Bring the band back up to below knees or your thighs because we're going into a hip hinge. But it's not going to be a moving hip hinge. So you can get that band in a stable place. All right. So similar to what we were just doing, we're going to do our hip hinge. We're going to stay in the hinge position, and we're going to have more of a kickback. So it's going to go a little stronger in this straight arm. So if you don't have a weight, you know what? Let's put the band down and just pick up our weights. I think we'll have better success. All right. Now I'm going to turn sideways so you can kind of see what's going on. Roll back into your hinge. Hips are back. Belly button's tucked forward. As you sit, you're going to lengthen one arm. So you're going to go here. This will actually allow you to lift up higher. At least it feels like it. Nice and slow. You're sitting back into your hips fairly deep. You're lifting. There you go. So there's no hurry on this one. You can come all the way up, catch your breath, sink into it. Good. Let's do 4 more. Two more. And come up. Come in for just a second. Shake it out. Shake out your arms gently with those weights. All right. We're going to sit into our hips and do a V out. So what you do is you put your thumbs on the head of the weights, and those thumbs come right here to your thighs. And using your thumb primarily, you're going to push out and in, but we're going to be in the V. So it's going to be here. You're going to feel it in your abs. You don't have to go high. What can your shoulders handle? If your weights are heavy, don't go very high. Good. Make sure you've got your lumbar in good position. You can sit into it a little bit more. Pushing with those thumbs. And let's do 4 more. And 2. And roll it up. And go right into a roll for your shoulders. All right, we're going to take 1 foot back slightly. Set on our hips. And now we're going to turn, have your thumb on top like this, and be out to the front. So set your hips. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Set the other side. Roll those hips back. Keep them even. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Turn your thumbs in. Fold. And fold. Fold. And fold. And done. All right. Put your weights down and take off the infernal band. Whew. Once you get it off, we're going to have a little bit of a cardio cool down to shake out all the joints. So as you're stepping, I want you to take that that hip, that outside. So you kind of, like you're doing a hip bump with somebody. There you go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, did you notice as you started doing the hip bump, what are your shoulders and your ribs doing? Your shoulders coming up, your ribs are stretching across there. So let's just add that little shoulder turn, pulling the shoulder blade away from the spine. Let's manipulate our fingers. Any tension from holding the band, or the weights. You want to shake it out? I lost my rhythm. Here we go. All right, let's add more of just a turn here and a little step like we did at the beginning. Heels up. You can kind of get into this too. You're just kind of stretching out, but we're doing it with movement. We call this the awkward teenager dance. And that's okay. I'm the only one that can see you other than anybody else in the house that might be laughing at you like this. But that's all right, right? Knees up. Let's do some arms. Just some big stretches with stop sign hands. Take it to a little march. We're going to do the song again and actually slow down. Let me get this to scroll so I can tell it to play again. All right, let's go to wide stance, you guys. Keeping your chest up, just sit back in your hips. Take your left elbow towards your right knee and hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. And now your right elbow to your left knee for 3, 2, 1. Come back. Come up halfway. Take your hands behind your back. Let them rest in the low part of your back right here. And we're just going to stretch down. And you're going to let your elbows hang. You're letting gravity take care of this stretch right here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your hips and roll it up. Make sure your shoulders are okay. Let go with those arms and go right into your roll. And let's just keep the roll slow. So you're hitting all of those parts. And forward. All right, let's do a little toe to ankle here. And the other way. And a little toe to ankle here. And the other way. A little lift and in and out. So you're just kind of flopping your foot like a fish. And then a little side to side. You really want to be definite about that. All right, give yourself a good little shake out. All right, and just to take us down that last little bit, let's do 2 rounds of breathing. In for 4, hold for 2, down for 6. Wow, it thinks it wants to just keep playing. There we go. Ready? And one more deep breath here. All right, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me today. And we're going to catch you on the flip side.